So I'm 16, right? And I'm living with my homie B, right? And he had this chick that he messed with that he used to have go downtown and sell crack for him, right down in Chinatown. And I went down there to do the same thing one night, and I'm with her, and we're walking, and she's like, "Yo, I need to get some pills, and I know of a guy down here that I can go and I can trade some rocks for some pills, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'll go with you." And we go, and she, does what she's gonna do, and the dude just like wasn't happy with like what she gave him, and so, he's trying to like take it back, and she's like, "Nah, fuck you, I ain't giving you shit back, da 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 da," fucking crackhead and pillhead fucking arguing, right? And finally it gets to the point where, dude pulls out a knife, right? And I had a knife on me, so I pull out the knife, and we're kind of like standing there like, at a standstill, kind of like, just like fainting at each other, like, "Come on, bitch, let's go, bitch," right? Fucking do something, right? And then, we're standing there for maybe 30 seconds going back and forth, right? And of course, right at that moment, brr, brr, boop, boop, right? Fucking cop beeps his siren at us, right? Dude takes off in one direction, we split, go up, start walking up the street, right? And the cops, of course, come and fuck with us, right? And they're like, "What was that all about," right? And we're like, "Oh, nothing. He was just asking us for some spare change," and we told him no, so he kind of started to get a little bit angry and like, be pushy and whatnot. And the cop was like, "Nah, that don't sound right." Of course, right then, 2 other fucking cars pull up, right? So there's like 4 or 5 cops there, and they ask her for her ID, and she gives them ID, and then they're like, "All right, well, you can go," and she dips off, goes into a bar somewhere, right? Me, I'm standing there, so I got a knife in my pocket. I got about, I don't know, $300 worth of fucking rocks in my pocket. So probably like at that time, $10 a gram, 30 grams. So like, an ounce of crack in my fucking pocket, right? And I'm like, man, I cannot get caught with fucking like this much fucking rocks in my fucking pocket, right? So I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm trying to spin them like any kind of story I can. I gave him some bullshit name of somebody, and one cop is like, I told him my name was something it wasn't. Cop is sitting in the car, and he's running the name, and I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta figure out some way to get this shit up off of me, right? And so we're on the sidewalk, right? And buildings here, streets here, cars are parked here, and there's 2 cops sitting in the car, there's 1 cop in the car, and then there's 2 cops here, and I'm here, right? And they're like maybe 6 feet apart, and they're just kind of standing there, and we're just kind of like shooting the shit while dude is looking shit up that I told him, right? And I see just like enough of a window where I kind of like looked down, and I kind of like took my hands out of my pockets, and I'm kind of doing one of these, and then I just fucking, Usain Bolt these motherfuckers, right? I run, man, I had never run so fast, so hard in my fucking life, bro. Like football, fucking nothing, man. I've never run harder in my life, right? And I'm running, and I just managed to turn the corner and be out of sight for like half a fucking second, right? I don't give a shit about the knife. Like, you can find me with a knife, I don't give a fuck, but you cannot find me with an ounce of crack in my pocket. Just not a chance, no way, right? And I turn the corner, right? And there just happened to be a fucking drain on the side of the street that I knew for a fact went down like 100 feet, right? So I pull it out and I drop it down the drain real quick, right? And it was one of the ones that had the grate, right? Where it's like the bars that are maybe like that far apart, right? And so I managed to like, chuck it down there, and it fell down, and I was like, fuck yes, right? And I keep running, man, and I'm running, right? I cross the street, and then I'm running, and I'm a couple blocks up at this point. I see lights, fucking coming from all directions, right? So I'm like, man, I'm fucked, right? But at least I don't have, I don't have that shit on me, right? And I'm running, and there's a dude out there, some African dude, fucking power washing the bus stop, right? He's like power washing the sidewalk, and he sees all the sirens and shit, sees me running, so he figures, oh, this dude's running from the cops. Motherfucker sprays me with the power washer, gets fucking soap and shit all over my jeans, right? I'm slipping, and I fucking get up, and I start running, right? And I'm running, and this motherfucking, I'll never forget him, redhead, freckles, maybe 5'5", maybe 175, right? Real thick, short motherfucker, right? Is running, and he's running, and he comes from the side, and fucking Troy Polamalu's my ass, bro. Like, literally jumps through the air and clotheslines my ass onto the fucking sidewalk, bro. Hit my head against the sidewalk, right? And they're like, my head's like down, and they're like holding my face down in like a fucking puddle of water and shit, trying to drown me, right? And they fucking spray me, right? And then fucking like put the handcuffs on me, right? And they take me down to their little holding station that they had. They asked me my name. I'm telling them John Doe. My name's John Doe, right? Asked me how old I am. I'm like, I'm fucking 18, right? Just take me to jail so I can get here, right? My thinking at the time is like, at this point, I'm like, I'd almost rather go to jail than go to the fucking detention center, bro, because I was sick of the fucking, detention center, right? And so they take me down to their holding station. They hold me there for a couple hours, and then they take me down to like the Multnomah County Jail, right? And they take me in there, and they fingerprint me, and then they have me in like a holding cell, right? And then fingerprints come back. Oh, he's a minor. They take me to the detention center, right? But it was crazy, bro, because like looking back on it, man, I had, about an ounce of crack, right? So it was $300, so it was 30 dime bags, individually bagged up in a bigger bag, like ready to go. And if I got caught with, that with intent to distribute, like, man, who knows where the fuck my life would be at now? You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that I ran from the cops. I'm glad I got fucking, Polamalu'd. I'm glad I fucking got maced. I'm glad I got fucking damn near drowned in a puddle. Like, because, man, if I got caught with that shit, bro, my life would be a little bit different, So, quick little, crazy little street story for you. I'll get you